I charged the former homeowners for being irresponsible with their mail. So I bought this house 2 years ago from this family who moved literally around the corner. Like, you could see their new place from my front yard. Super close. At first, everything was normal. Then about a month after moving in, packages started showing up. Random stuff from Amazon, clothing websites, even groceries from some delivery service. All addressed to the previous owners. The first time it happened, I figured it was just a mistake. I walked over to their new house and dropped off the package. The mom, Sarah, was super grateful and apologetic. She promised to update all their addresses right away. But then it happened again and again and again. I'm talking like twice a week for months. I'd come home from work and find packages on my porch for people who don't even live there anymore. Big boxes, small envelopes, expensive looking stuff. One time it was this huge furniture delivery that I had to refuse at the door. Every time, I'd have to track down Sarah or her husband through their neighbor who was friends with them. The neighbor would text them. They'd send one of their teenage kids over to grab the package, and they'd always say sorry and promise to fix their address issue. But they never actually fixed it. The worst part was when I had to sign for packages. I'd be in the middle of dinner or watching TV, and the doorbell would ring. Some delivery guy asking me to sign for Sarah's new shoes or whatever. I'd have to explain that they moved months ago. After the 6th package in like 2 months, I was done. Sarah came to pick this one up herself, and I told her straight up how disrespectful this whole situation was. I said I wasn't running a free package holding service and they needed to figure out their mail forwarding situation. She looked shocked, like she couldn't believe I was upset about it. She mumbled something about how they're still updating their address with different companies. I said that's not my problem anymore and walked back inside. 2 weeks later, guess what shows up? Another package. This big box from some electronics company addressed to her husband. That's when my petty side kicked in. Instead of texting the neighbor like usual, I called FedEx immediately and told them the recipients no longer lived at this address and I wanted the package returned to sender. The driver came back within an hour and took it away. Around 6 that night, there's this knock on my door. It's Sarah's husband holding a bottle of wine, looking all nervous. He goes, "Hey, I'm here to pick up that package that was delivered today. I know my wife talked to you about this, and I brought this wine as an apology." I just smiled and said, "Oh, that package? I had it returned to FedEx since you guys don't live here anymore." His face went through like 5 different emotions. Confusion, then understanding, then panic, then embarrassment. It was absolutely priceless watching him realize what happened. He started apologizing like crazy, saying he understood why I did it and that he was really sorry for all the inconvenience. He kept trying to hand me the wine, insisting I keep it even though there was no package to pick up. I took the wine and told him I hoped they'd finally get their address situation figured out since their package was probably halfway back to the warehouse by now. The best part? I never got another package for them again. Whatever was in that box must have been important enough to finally make them update all their online accounts. That bottle of wine was pretty good too.